What's the best Yu-Gi-Oh waifu? Wrong, it's the legendary fisherman.
Welcome to another video, and today we are playing the new and most powerful fish deck. That's right, it's Nouvelles. And you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute, how is this a fish deck? Well, you see, we have a recette de poisson, which means fish recipe. That means fish are being cooked in this deck. This is a fish cooking deck. That makes it a fish deck. That means we are going to learn how to play it, and later on, we will combine it with some watery archetypes. But first, we have to learn, how does Nouvelles work? All right, now, this is a very odd hand. Normally, you want to do a little bit of wombo comboing, but today, we are just ritual summoning Poulet de Nouvelle. Who knows what this means? It's French, it could mean anything. Tributing our Bay Grill, who's normally our boss monster, and we're just going to set this chef's special recipe, which is our Omni Negate trap, and we're going to hope that our little ritual is enough, all right? We do get to draw a singular card. Drawn into that Call by the Grave could be something that comes in handy. And how do the Nouvelles work? All right, well, first, we got to see what our opponent's doing. Now, we are in the Ritual Festival still. We're going to be testing out Nouvelles on the real rank ladder later. So, first off, we got to test it just in the Ritual event, all right? So, I built this deck. This is not the trial deck. So stick around, I'll show you the full deck list. Opponent, activating Manju to add a ritual monster or ritual trap to hand, or a ritual spell. We're going to ash that. If opponent attacks us or targets a card, our Poulet de Nouvelle is going to trigger. Alright? Poulet going to trigger. An opponent also playing. They are also cooking. They're playing a fish deck too. They're trying to activate their Concours de Cuisine. Now this is kind of like a starter. Look at that fish-shaped dish. Look at that. That's a fish deck right there. Alright. Opponent kind of activating this. This is kind of a starter. There's no one-card starters in this deck. All the starters are two-card starters, which makes it a little bit hard to splash. But this is an important card, so we are going to negate. Burger negate. Chef's special recipe. Negate that card. Now we get a special effect if we summon the Hungry Burger later. Opponent, putting that Poissonnière de Nouvelle in the spell, the Pendulum Zone. Right now, this is a Pendulum card, and I previously said, you know, I hate pendulums, but you know what, we'll allow this one, all right? And look, that fish is back on the menu. That is a fish right there. Look, so many fish in this art. You got to be paying attention to see the potential. All right, now, Poulet de Nouvelle triggers when any monster attacks or when any monster is targeted, not just your monsters. So we're going to go to battle mode. We're going to attack, triggering the effect of Nouvelles, a monster battled, summoning the Balmunière de Nouvelles from the deck, 2000 attack. When it's special summoned, we can add a Nouvelle or recipe card from the deck to the hand. Then we can target an attack position monster our opponent controls, tribute it, and special summon a Nouvelle from the deck, hand or deck. And this is a quick effect if this was special summoned by the effect of a Nouvelle monster, and because it was, this is a quick effect. So, we're adding the Nouvelle restaurant to hand. We are attacking for 2000. We are activating our restaurant. Restaurant's going to add a Nouvelle spell trap from our deck or graveyard to hand, so we get the chef's special recipe back. That's right, you only need to play one of the special recipe because it's an Omni Negate. We're going to activate the restaurant effect to shuffle a bricky ritual monster into the deck and draw a singular card. Draw in the Concours de Cuisine, Culinary Confrontation. Let's activate. Wonder what these cards look like in French. Do they just say the name in French and then don't have the subtext? You let me know if you speak French. All right, we're going to summon a Pastel Couverture to our opponent's side of the field. This is just there for us to use. It's bait, but it also lets you play around Imperm a little bit and get our Poissonnière on the field. When Poissonnière is summoned, he's going to search for a Nouvelle level 1 ritual or a recipe spell. We're going to add the Bril Baise. Please tell me how to say these words. So difficult. And we're going to use the quick effect of our Balmunière to tribute it and summon the Bay Grill. Was that the right thing to do? Probably not. We should have done this during our opponent's turn, but it was funny, so we're going to do it now. Bay Grill has the effect, quick effect, tribute an opponent's monster at any time if it's in attack mode, and summon the burger. That's right. This is a burger summoning deck. We're serious about summoning the burger. Opponent is giving up. They are not ready to face the wrath of the burger. We've won this culinary battle, but will we win the culinary war? Let's go on to the next game. Alright, if you like this sort of content, if you want to see this mixed with the fish archetype, make sure you subscribe because I'll be back with more quality content in the future. Now, we have voici la carte, today's menu, alright? I feel like that actually translates to this is the menu, but you know what? We'll allow Konami their loose translation. Activate the menu. Menu is going to get Ash Blossom by the opponent. That's okay. This hand is great. We got lots of value. We're even running the very special tech here. The Econ Take. Let's activate Concours de Cuisine. Summon the Poissonnaire and give our opponent a monster that we're going to use to tribute later on. Let's activate the Poisson. Search for the level 1 ritual monster. And now we're going to normal summon our Diviner of Herald. Now you don't have to play Diviner. You could also play the level 4, which our opponent in the last game summoned. That lets you add a ritual monster or ritual spell to the hand. The advantage of the Diviner is it can make itself level 6, which lets you tribute it for the big grill. Alright. Send the Herald to the graveyard. Activate and search for the Recette de Poisson, the fish recipe. Alright. We're getting real fancy in here. We're going to fish recipe. And here's a nice little combo, right? You fish recipe, tribute your cook, your Poissonnaire, summon the Bull Graze. That's going to add the Recette de Viande, the meat recipe, to your hand for free. Then this boy's going to trigger, and you can chain block him with the Poissonnaire, who's going to tribute summon itself back into the Pendulum Zone. And now we get to look at the top 5 cards of our deck, reveal a monster that is a Nouvelle monster to the hand. It could be a ritual monster, or it could be another copy of itself. And now that this is in the Pendulum Zone, you can target a card on the field with it to change its battle position. Now, you think, oh, okay, you use this to turn your opponent's monster to attack mode, but the Burl Braze, this boy, alright, if he's targeted, he triggers, special summons a higher level Nouvelle from the deck, tributing an opponent's monster. So we're going to target him. He's going to activate. We're going to tribute the monster we gave our opponent, the Patissiel. Get rid of that. Special summon the Poultice, because Poulet is trigger happy, alright? The other one only triggers when you target it, or, you know, it's targeted for an attack, or it targets itself. The Poultice, it's extremely trigger happy. Anything gets targeted, anything gets attacked, it's going to trigger, tribute an opponent's attack position monster, and we're good, alright. Now this summons itself to the field. We draw a card, drawn into the Nouvelle Restaurant, lets us search for the special recipe, set that special recipe. Now we got an Omni Negate, we got the enemy con to Econ Take. We get to draw a card by shuffling material back into the deck, which means we got material for another turn. Opponent, it's your move. What have you got? Opponent hitting us with the Feather Duster. All right, forces our hand. We got to give him the special recipe right here, right now. Special recipe, negate the Feather Duster. All right, it's the special. The special has got to come out early, because we don't want to lose our back row for no value. Opponent summoning the Pankratops. This is ultimate second mode, because he's also got the Raigeki. So what do we do here? All right, we could let our opponent keep this Pankratops and hit us for damage, or we can Econ Take. Activate Econ Take. Now normally, alright, the reason we're playing this, normally opponents try and play around this deck. They're like, I'm smart, I'm going to summon my monsters in defense mode. You'll have nothing to tribute. Well, Econ lets you target an opponent's monster, change its battle position. Not only does that turn it to attack mode, it also triggers the Poultice de Nouvelle, which is going to tribute opponent's attack position monster. So you got the option, alright, you could use it to trigger, or you could use it to change to attack mode. And then you got the third mode, tribute a monster, steal an opponent's monster till the end phase. So we're going to get stealing, make our opponent's Dino Wrestler Pankratops die. Pankratops pop in our Nouvelle Restaurant. It was so new. It was too Nouvelle, alright, it was too risque for the audience, alright. We're getting Raigeki, we got nothing left, but we got a grip full of amazing cards. Our Poisson de Nouvelle is triggering because we tributed it with the Econ. It goes back to the Pendulum Zone, which means if we ritual summon, we can use its effect, target monsters, trigger our ritual monster's opponent. Playing Yosen Training Grounds. This is not a ritual deck. Yosenju is not a ritual deck. Opponent, this is the Ritual Festival. Alright, look at us. Look at us with our field. We got the sushi platter. We got the fish pond. We're playing a beautiful restaurant. An opponent, their field, it's garbage. They got a rabbit, and they're not even playing rituals. Let's activate Voici la carte. Today's menu. Opponent can't handle the menu. They are done. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, now you might be thinking, how are you going to combine this with fish? I got a very spicy plan, alright? I got a very spicy plan. We'll talk about it in the next episode. I'm kind of excited, alright? Let's activate Pre-Preparation of Rites, which adds 2 cards to the hand. Very nice. Now, again, no 1-card combos. Even Pre-Preparation of Rites, adding the Reset, adding the Burl Braze, alright? It's not going to get you a full combo. You need to have something to tribute. So that's 2 cards, alright? So no 1-card combo. Concours de Cuisine, going to summon the Poisson from the deck, get the Pastel to opponent's side of the field. We're going to search for the special recipe. We're going to activate the Reset, tributing the Poissonnaire, get the Burl Graze, search for the meat recipe, trigger his effect to look at the top 5 cards, get our Poissonnaire back in the Pendulum Zone. This is the easy combo, right? This is the easy start play. You get your Burrow Braze, you give your opponent the Pachatel, you dig, hopefully add a card to your hand. Looks like we completely whiffed, that is okay. Target your Burrow Braze, trigger its effect. This is going to summon itself to the field. We're going to summon the higher level Nouvelle. We got our Poissonnaire on the field again. We draw a card. We drew into the Diviner, which means we get to extend a little bit more. Activate Diviner, make itself level 6. Activate the effect. All right, and you kind of got to decide what you're based on your hand, what you're going to add. So we already have the meat recipe, so we're going to add a ritual monster to the hand. Now I thought about summoning the Bay Grill. This is probably the right play. Bay Grill is a quick effect, but instead I summoned the Balmeniere. Now you got to be careful if you summon the Balmeniere with the meat recipe. All right, what happens? You can't activate its effect because it's not a quick effect if it was summoned with a ritual spell. That's just the way it is. All right, so we're still learning. We're learning so that we can master this deck and put fish in it. I mean, there's already fish in it, but we're going to put more fish. We're going to actually cook the fish. Diviner of Herald and a Nouvelle are triggering. We're going to get a Nouvelle Restaurant. We're going to get a fairy monster summoned to the field. Why is this guy a fairy? All right, girl, why is she a fairy? Who knows? She's a fairy so that she gets summoned by the effect of the Diviner. All right, got that Restaurant. Restaurant going to add a ritual spell to the hand, or the Chef Special Recipe, which we already got. We're going to shuffle the Confere back to the hand and draw a Voici la Carte. And at the end phase, we get to shuffle monsters back in the deck. And this is very important. The shuffling, very important, because we only play one Hungry Burger. And to activate Bay Grill's effect, you need a Hungry Burger. So we got to shuffle our Hungry Burger back into the deck if we want to keep reusing it. Same for the other ritual cards. Opponent activating the Lightning Storm, forcing out our Chef Special Recipe. This is just the order of the day. Everyone playing Go Second and Spell Trap removal. Special Recipe negate. Opponent playing Drytron, and we're realizing we don't actually have any quick play interaction. If opponent doesn't target anything for attacks or with an effect, we have no activations, because I forgot this was not a quick effect because we summoned it with the ritual spell. Should have summoned the Bay Grill. Look, opponent summoning monsters in attack mode. Bay Grill, just quick effect, tribute a monster in attack mode and get going, but summon that burger. But we got to be patient, all right? We're going to be patient. Opponent going full Drytron combo. Adding the Meteorus Drytron to the hand. Triggering the Cyber Angel, going to add another Cyber Angel. Summoning the Drytron, and this was allowed in the Ritual Festival, right? It's ritual support, so I'm going to let it slide, all right? Opponent summoning the Drytron back to the hand, getting the Drytron Meteorus, and triggering again to add another Cyber Angel to the hand. Opponent going to activate that Meteorus, tributing 2 materials from the Mu Beta to summon Drytron Meteorus. And there we go. Oh, opponent made a big mistake. Meteorus Drytron, if it's in your graveyard, you can target a Drytron you control. It loses 1,000 attack, and you can add this back to your hand. That's what they want to do. They want to do another ritual summon, but they targeted a monster on the field, which triggers our Poulet de Nouvelle. And Poulet de Nouvelle says you contribute a Nouvelle monster and an attack position monster on either field to special summon a Nouvelle. This is not a targeting effect. That means you can get around, I believe, all right, that you can get around monsters that cannot be targeted. So this Drytron Meteorus can't be targeted, but we're going to get it. Does this get around a Noir that's unaffected by card effects? Probably not, but you never know. Balmeniere, 2 Nouvelles get summoned, and because we summoned it with the effect of a Nouvelle, now we can activate its quick effect. We can activate its quick effect. So it gets summoned, it adds a ritual to the hand. We tributed our Poissonnaire, so it's going to come back to the field. And now we're going to quick effect activate. Activate, tribute our opponent's attack position, drew Drytron Mu Beta, add a bunch of more cards to the hand. We're going to activate, tribute, get the Hungry Burger, but opponent doesn't want to see it. Opponent is done. All right, the Bay Grill, when he's summoned, he tributes the opponent's entire field. He negates it, tributes the whole field, and then if they summon another attack position monster, we can activate summon the Hungry Burger. We were 1 burger flip away, but opponent surrendered before the burger could come out. Let's go on to the next game. All right, you might notice my restaurant has gone. The class level of this field has degraded significantly. All right, this is because this was my practice games, all right? We're practicing. When I start a new deck, I got to learn how it works. Sometimes I forget to add the field to the field, and it looks dirty and disgusting. That's why I save these games for last. So only the diehard fans see the real work that goes into these videos. All right, we summon the Burrow Braze. We're going to look at the top 5 cards, add a Nouvelle monster to the hand. Getting that big boy Bay Grill. Let's summon the Diviner. Activate, send the Herald. Search for another Bay Grill, and I should be tributing the Herald here, but I'm still learning, so I'm going to tribute the other Bay Grill in the hand. And Bay Grill, he's here. And he can summon the burger from the deck or the hand. It's not a ritual summon, it's just a special summon. So opponent, you better not summon anything in attack mode. Oh, opponent. Activating Libromancer, they're playing the Libromancers, the flaming geeks, alright? Why are they flaming? You tell me, alright? Konami decided to do it this way. They're having their first appearance, they're coming out of somewhere, alright? Opponent activating the fire starter, summoning the fire. They're just flaming all over the place. Doombro is coming, alright? Libromancer gets tributed for the ritual summon of the Doombroker. Doombro, that's what it says, Doombro. We're going to tribute that boy before he can activate his ignition effect to set a Libromancer spell trap. We're going to do it. We summon the burger. We tribute their monster, summon the burger. Opponent, can you handle the burger? Opponent setting a back row. Ritual summoning, again, this is not a once per turn. Summoning the fire starter. Fire starter get attack and hitting our diviner. But opponent, what are you going to do next? Now, we're in a little bit of trouble, okay, because we only run one burger. With the burger on the field, we can't activate our Bale Grill again. So we got to find a way to get the burger back into the deck. Let's start by activating Boisila cart. Today's menu. Look at the top, or reveal, sorry, we reveal. We reveal 2. Opponent chooses one to add to the hand. We revealed the Poissonnaire and the level 1, alright? We're going to activate our Poissonnaire. Opponent, monster, boosts itself every time we activate an effect. We're going to trigger our Burrow Braze by targeting with the Poissonnaire to change its battle position. And now we get to tribute an opponent's attack position monster to ritual summon from the deck. Opponent activating the Libromancer displaced. It's going to target a monster that we control and a monster they control, return their monster to the hand, and take control of our monster. Opponent stealing our Bay Grill. Very rude. We wanted to get him shuffle the burger back in and activate the Bay Grill again, but it's fine. Alright, we got a plan. We got a plan for this. We tribute the Bay Grill with the effect of our monster. Get the Pulti. We summon our Poissonnaire. It's going to activate, add a ritual spell, or sorry, a Nouvelle ritual spell or a recipe card from our deck to our hand. This is the chef's special recipe, so we can add it. Alright, there we go. Set the recipe. Go to battle. Attack our opponent for big damage. And now, main phase 2. We're going to special summon the secret mode boss, the Dynamondo. Dynamondo, when it's summoned, lets us shuffle a ritual monster from our graveyard into the deck and pop a card on the field. That means we get to recycle our burger. That was the plan all along. You summon using the burger, recycle the burger. So Dynamondo, this is like Sprite Elf for rituals right now. It also has a quick effect, okay? What is the quick effect? During the opponent's turn, quick effect, tribute it, and target a ritual monster in either graveyard, special summon it, so we can get back the Bay Grill. The Bay Grill can be returned to the field. Let's pop their first appearance. Libromancers, get out of here. Now, on opponent's turn, we can activate summon the Bay Grill, get the burger back, and opponent knows it's over. We got the Omni Negate with the chef's special recipe, and that is the beauty. Alright, that's the beauty of the Nouvelles. Come back next time. We'll be back with real fish, real water fish in this deck. I believe it can happen. I believe it can work. Next, let's go on to Sink or Swim. Alright, on to the Sink or Swim, and somehow we're still back in the Duelist Cup. People love sending me their Duelist Cup replays. You know what? I don't mind. And we got our boy playing Sword Soul, Dangus Rex going second versus Pearlies. Alright, well, we know what Pearlies do. Are they going to summon an unaffectable Noir? Let's just see. Opponent activated, my friend. Revealing the Delicious Memory. Looks like they know what they're doing. Delicious Memory activating. Summoning a Pearly from the deck. Revealing the top 3 cards. They whiff completely, but it doesn't matter. They get the Plump. Plump. Going to eat 2 spell traps from the graveyard, making it level 4. But opponent doesn't have another Pearly spell trap in the hand, so they can't activate the Plump's effect to eat. And that's it. They got nothing. Alright, Plump. And they're going to attach a card, but they have no interaction for our turn. They got no set back row. They just got a big Plump who's going to draw 2 cards. Alright, draw 2 cards, pot agreed. That's pretty good. But is it enough? No unaffected Noir. Max C getting activated. We're call by on that. Instantly call by. We don't have time for maximum C. We're going to be sword souling. Let's Pot of Greed. Pot of Desires, actually. Gets ashed. Hold on, we got to check. Did anything important get banished? One My Girl Moyi. You know, there's a chance that you banish all your My Girls, and then you're out of place. But luckily, that didn't happen here. Alright, let's summon the Tenyi Spirit of Shuna. Get a Monk of the Tenyi. Activate the Sword Soul Emergence. Searching for the Taya. Taya gets summoning. Opponent. Activating the Plump. Hold on a second. Oh, it's just okay. It's okay. The Plump is just eating cards from the graveyard. This is fine. Can only eat spell traps. Taya. Activating. Getting the token. We're going to Baxia. Baxia, spin 2 cards. Are we targeting the spell traps? Yes, we are. That is the right play. Alright, just so you know. You got to get rid of these. If you don't get rid of these, opponent's going to get back 1,000 cards when you pop their Pearly. Taya activating in the graveyard. To send a worm from the deck to the graveyard, we're sending the Adhara. Now, you can send a Migro Moyi. Baxia, second effect. You target a level 4 in the graveyard, destroy this card, special summon it, you get your Migro Moyi. You reveal the strategist, you go full Sword Sword combo, but it looks like we got other plans. We're sending the Ashuna, the Adhara instead. Adhara, add back the Ashuna. Activate the effect of the strategist. And you know what? Look, I'm not going to coach you, but I think you should have got the My Girl Moyi. How you playing Sword Soul without My Girl? Shathana gets summoning. Get a Grandmaster. Grandmaster add or banish. Hold on a second. Grandmaster can add to your hand or banish a Sword Soul card from your deck. So they're banishing to get the token. They're banishing the blackout to get the token. Very clever. All right, getting the token and going into a Supreme Sovereign. And I'm pretty sure you could have done this exact same line with the My Girl. So it ended up being about the same. But I think My Girl would have drawn you additional cards. So that probably would have been better. But it's all good. We got the Supreme Sovereign on field. Sovereign going to burn. We're Baxia-ing. Baxia resummon the Taya. And that triggers... Oh no. That triggered the Shathana. If a face-up non-effect monster is destroyed by battle or card effect, we popped our link. We popped our link and triggered the effect of the Shathana to pop a card on the field. Oh no. Opponent. Resummoning the Monk of the Tenyi. Popping our opponent's big, thick Pearly. Triggering the Supreme Sovereign. Banish a card from field and graveyard. And this is lethal damage against Pearlies. Alright, well, you know what? I was coaching you to summon the My Girl, but you beat them. You got them. You got those Pearlies. They didn't have the Noir, but you got them. Appreciate this replay. Love me some Sword Soul. Thank you for sending this. Now, I'm going to let the audience decide if this was a sink or a swim. You want to vote in the comments. Was this a sink or a swim? Because this, you know, this is borderline for me. It was good gameplay, but this is top tier ranked. Where's the jank? You know I love me some jank. All right. Thanks for watching. Let's go on to the Nouvelle deck list. All right, here is the Nouvelle deck list I was playing in the festival. Now, like I said, Diviner of Herald, we're going to talk about this. You don't need to play this, okay? You can play the 1,000 hands or whatever. 1,000 hands, this guy. Manju of the 10,000 hands. Normal summon it, you add a ritual monster or ritual spell from your deck to your hand. It's basically the same card functionally for most of the time. So Diviner's slightly better because it can make itself level 6. That's really the only difference. We got 2 Ash Blossoms. We got triple of the Poissonnaire. I was trying this card at 1 when I originally built the deck. Trying it at 1 because I wanted to play a bit more of a budgety build. But you really do want to see this card very often. That's why we are playing it at 3. And now, keep in mind, it is searchable with the Voici la carte. So if you want to play a budget version, you can probably get away with playing only 1. We got 2 Burrell Bereze. We got 1 Confiras. We got 2 Pulti de Nouvelle. We got 2 Belle Menuire de Nouvelle. We're going to have to get a French expert over here. We got the Hungry Burger. What's Hungry Burger in French? We got to get a French Hungry Burger. We got Bay Grill. We got Bay Grill times 2. Now, most Nouvelle decks I see only play 1 Bay Grill. But you know what? I liked him so much I'm going to play him at 2. I found it was better at 2. We got triple copy of Pre-Prep. Pre-Prep can only search the Burrow Braze and this guy, I think, the Confiras. Can't search the other ones. The other one's not searchable because they aren't named in the ritual spell. The Poisson Recipe names the Burrow Braze, and the Recette de Viande names the Confiras. So, where's Confiras? Right here. Alright, so these ones are searchable with pre-prep, but the other ones not. You gotta search them other ways. We got 1 Pot of Prosperity to dig. Triple today's menu. Here's the menu. We got 2 Nouvelle Restaurant. We got 2 Recette de Poisson. We got the Recette de Viande. We got 2 Econ Takes. You saw Econ Take, quite valuable, right? Quite a fun card too. We got 2 Call by the Graves. We got one cross-out Designate to negate our opponent's Nouvelles, and also Ash Blossom, which kind of devastates the deck sometimes. And we got triple Concours de Cuisine, Culinary Battle. We got 2 Imperms, and we got the Chef's Special Recipe. The extra deck is for the Ritual event. It's all nonsense, except we run 2 Pâtissier de Cuisine, de Couverture, sorry, and we got the Herald of the Arclight. Now, the other card that I summoned didn't ever make the Cross Sheep, but you saw the Dynamondo was key to shuffle back your burger and clear problematic things from the field, so that's why we're running the Dynamondo. We got a Herald of the Mirage Lights, and we got the Linkmail Archfiend as well, but they're not really important. Alright, the key card, Dynamondo, Pâtissier, and the Herald. Hope you liked today's video. I will be back splashing some fish in this deck. I think it's going to be very fun, so make sure you come back for that. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.